Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay. Once first Rishita will sing.
What did you say, Mataji? Mataji, what did you say?
Sing Hare Krishna. You know Hare Krishna? How to
Yes.
sing?
Yes,
Can
Hare
you sing?
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Very good. Next, Vrinda Rai, you can sing Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Very good, Vrinda Rai. Now Bala Vrinda. Bala Vrinda sing.
No, Johnny first and then me.
Aklanos then Japina.
I want Johnny to copy me.
Just you sing Hare Krishna first.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Very
Hare
good.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you, Vrinda. Very good job. Thank you, Bala Vrinda, and thank you, Vrinda. And we have next Madhav.
Say Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, this is Madhu.
Hare Krishna. You can sing Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Sing.
This is not the most crying word I'm
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna. Sing.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Very good, Madhav. Good job. Oh, Mataji is here with us. So Mataji will be taking over from here. Mataji, please take over, Mataji, from here. Hare Krishna, again, co-host.
Hare Krishna, kids.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Mataji, in the end of the class, can we say something?
Yes, you can. In the break room, we will go to break room at the end. That time you can share it to Laxmi Mataji, Anjana Gopika Mataji will be there in the break room, okay?
Okay.
Govinda, you want to sing Hare Krishna? Govinda.
Okay, Mataji.
Yeah, one time, quickly, huh?
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji.
Very good boy. Mataji, please take over.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, kids. Welcome to today's class.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, this is Madhu.
Krishna Madha.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. This is Rishita.
Hare Krishna, Rishita. All right, kids. So welcome to today's Damodar class. It's gonna be again power packed. A lot of stuff we're gonna do today. So let's get started. And you know the drill, right? So we're gonna start our today's class with Shri Guru Pranam Mantra. It's on your screen and we will do that together. Vandeham Shri Utpadakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavasya Shri Rupam Sadham Sadham Parivara Sahitam
Raghunath Manditam Tam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadutam Krishna Chaitanya Shri Radha Krishna Gananitta Shri Vishakha Vitamscha.
Okay, thank you for coping up. Nama Om Vishnu All right, kids, thank you. That was awesome. I really liked your dedication. But with that, it's a story time now. And we're going to continue the story we have been reading this week. So we were reading chapter 4, and today is the final part of that chapter 4. So let's read that. This is a very, very interesting story. Kids, so just pay attention. Oh, yeah.
So I can't see your video.
You cannot see my video.
No, you're off. Your video's off.
Yeah, Mataji.
You can't see your beautiful face.
Yeah.
But I can see your beautiful face and I like that more. Okay, let's see, kids. Well, you sure you can see me?
No, Mataji.
You can see me.
Can you spotlight yourself and then they can see you?
Mataji, we can see you, Mataji. Wait, Mataji, I will do one.
You can see me, right?
Yes,
Okay.
now we can see you.
Yeah, now we can see.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes,
Okay,
Mataji.
kids. All right. You can see me now.
Yes.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
All right.
Yes, Mataji.
All right, perfect. All right, so kids, let's start with this story. So today we are continuing the chapter 4, and today is the fourth part of the story. And as I was mentioning, it's a beautiful story. So let's just hear this out. So this is all about how Lord Rama gets married to Sita, right? So the story is about that. So we are continuing from yesterday. So you remember what we discussed yesterday, right? So I'm just continuing from there. So the next morning, wherever we left off, from there, the next morning, Janak again came before Vishwamitra. Everybody knows who Janak is? King Janak?
Yes, Mataji.
Father.
Sita
Yes,
Devi,
you got it.
Devi's a father.
Yeah, right. So Sita's father, Sita Mata's father, right? So King Janak. And because Vishwamitra was visiting him with Lord Rama and who else? Anybody remembers?
Lakshman and Vishwamitra.
Lakshman, right. So Vishwamitra, sage Vishwamitra was visiting with Lord Rama and Lakshman to King Janak because Vishwamitra was very, very sure that Lord Ram is the right suitor for Sita, and that is why he was visiting. And he had heard about the bow that the King Janak had, and he knew that Ram is the only one who can crack that. So let's just hear this out. So when Janak again approached Vishwamitra in one of the morning, he bowed down just to give his obeisances to the sage, and he touched his feet and he said, "Oh, how can I serve you?" Right? So what is it I can do for you? You're visiting us, and what can I do for you? I'm at your service. You know, that kind of thing. So after hearing these words from the virtuous and gentle king, Vishwamitra asked that they now should be shown the bow, because that's all Vishwamitra was interested in. He wanted to see the bow. And Janak said that, before I take you to the bow, let me just tell you the story about that, right? So how did I get that bow, who it belongs to, and what is the capability, or why that bow is so auspicious, or what is the strength of that bow, right? So let me tell you the story. So this is very interesting, huh? So the bow had belonged to Lord Shiva. No wonder it was strong. So it belonged to Lord Shiva, and the deity had become very angry with other gods one of the times. So Lord Shiva was very, very angry with other gods. And because why were they angry? Why was he angry with other gods? Because they had decided that they will not share the sacrificial offerings made by the sages with him. So he was very angry with them. So Shiva threatened them that with his bow. So that was because that bow belonged to Lord Shiva. So he threatened other gods, saying that, okay, I'm going to use this bow and the arrow on you. So with that, and he said that I shall now sever your worshipable heads from your bodies.
Mataji, we cannot see the PPT, Mataji. I'm so sorry.
You cannot see the PPT?
No, Mataji. It was stopped.
Oh, something is going on. So let me start again. Can you see now?
Yes, Mataji. Now we can see.
Okay, thank you. Sorry about this, kids. So So he was about to use, Lord Shiva was about to use his bow, which is what we're talking about in today's class. He wanted to use that on the other gods. So he was kind of threatening them. But what happened? Other gods were very, very scared of Lord Shiva, his anger, and also the bow he had. So they immediately just started worshipping Lord Shiva, and somehow they just managed to please him, whereupon he gave the bow to them. So this is where Lord Shiva gave the bow to them now, because now he's finally happy. This famous bow was then given to the gods of Janak's ancestor. So finally, Janak's ancestor, who's Mother Sita's father, his ancestors got that bow, and from there, whose name was Devarth. I mean, it's all detailed here. I'm not going to go through every single detail, but let's just hear the story. So from King Janak's ancestor Devarth, it finally came down to King Janak now. So it is with his family now, and that bow is worshipped in his family as well, because this bow belonged to Lord Shiva himself. Now Janak is continuing to speak to the sage, who is Vishwamitra, and he's explaining further that, and of course, sorry. Yeah, so Janak was still explaining the story to Vishwamitra and both the princesses. So both the prince, Lord Ram and Lakshman, and they were hearing the whole story with a lot of curiosity. So he was saying that once I was performing a sacrifice to please the gods in order to get a worthy successor in my line. So he was praying to God so that he gets a heir, and then whoever, the prince, can actually continue his his line of successors. So while he was doing that, and they were preparing the ground for all that, he saw a wonderful child appeared from the earth itself. And who was that child? There was a female child, and there was Sita. Yes.
Sita.
And then, oh yeah, you got it. So Sita, and then Sita, he brought Sita home, and then Sita grew up in his palace as his own daughter. Then he's explaining that Sita was very, very beautiful. They gave a lot of love to her, and now when it is all about her marriage, they just want to make sure that she gets married to somebody who has exceptional expertise, not an ordinary person. And the person who can have exceptional expertise, how would they find that person who has exceptional expertise? The only way to find that is the one who can, right, who can use the bow, Lord Shiva's bow, right? So he's further explaining that various rulers and princes have approached me and asked for her hand, but whoever came here, they all couldn't even hold the bow. So really, they were not worthy of princess's hand. So yeah, that's what he's explaining, that many proud kings, they thought that they can easily bend the bow, but they were even hardly able to move the bow with, even slightly, they couldn't even slightly move that bow. Well, lifting it, stringing it was beyond their capabilities. So none of them could even move it a little bit. So they were just not capable. So King Janak is waiting for somebody who could string the bow. But all the suitors who were coming there for Sita's hand, they were so angry that none of them was able to do anything to get married to Sita. So they were so angry. So finally what they did is they got their armies that surrounded their kingdom called Maithili, and they surrounded there. The King Janak was very, very very unhappy about all this. So he asked for God's help, and with that he was able to control the army that was there surrounding his kingdom. So finally Janak looked at the two brothers, so Lord Rama and Lakshman, and Lord Rama's fame had already reached him. So he had heard a lot about Lord Rama. After all, yeah, Lord Rama was a lord, right? So everybody would know about him. He was so popular back then. And he was kind of sure that the prince may probably win his daughter's hand, because he had heard so much about Lord Ram. So he was kind of convinced about that. And he's in his mind, in his heart, he's actually kind of appreciating Lord Ram for his capabilities, for his physique, for his beautiful features on his body, and everything. And he was really hoping that Lord Ram could become his son-in-law. So he stood in front of Vishwamitra with folded hands, and then he's saying, okay, now bring your boys here and let's see if they can string the bow. Then they can definitely win Sita for marriage. So Janak led them to a place where the bow was kept. It was in the iron chest. And here they're talking about the beauty of that whole thing, the bow, the beauty of the bow, that it had. It was actually covered in that iron box. So that iron box had a lot of good, it was covered with flower garlands and beautiful gold engravings. And it was so heavy that so many people have to, I think they have mentioned it here. I don't know how many people, I think 200 people will have to bring the box to the right place. So it took them 200 people to do that job. And now Janak turns towards Lord Ram and he says, okay, here is that wonderful celestial bow. It is kept and worshipped by Janaks for many, many generations. So all his ancestors have worshipped this, and even I'm worshipping it. So we have always worshipped this. Not even gods, demons, yakshas, gandharvas, or kinnaras can string it. Suitors couldn't even move it. Gods can't hardly or barely string it. They just can't do that. So what do you think of doing this as an ordinary man? That's how he was talking to Lord Ram. And then Janak ordered the chest to be opened so that everybody can look at the bow. As the lid was lifted, the brilliant bow was revealed. It had a golden glow all around. So it was kind of sparkling glow to it, of course, because it belonged to Lord Shiva. It was skillfully worked with gold and silver images of the pastimes of the gods. So beautifully, if you remember, all earlier days, the weapons all the kings used to use, or even gods used to use, all the weapons used to be beautifully carved. They used to carve beautiful things on it. And those were not just designs or prints. It used to have a story behind it. So mostly they used to carve like that. And similar case with the bow as well. And hundreds of golden bells and ornaments hung from the bow, which was studded with diamonds and other gems. So this bow not only was powerful and strong, but it was equally beautiful. Seeing the bow, the two princes gasped in appreciation. They were awestruck. Maybe they had never seen such a beautiful bow before. And I would believe so, because it was Lord Shiva's bow. Rama bowed down in respect and then walked slowly around it. So do you see, just because Lord Ram was the Lord, the way he reacted after looking at the bow was very, very different from the rest of the suitors. Suitors had just one thing in their mind, that they wanted to marry Mother Sita, and they would just jump right into, trying to string the bow without even giving proper respect to it. Lord Rama knew it very well that this bow belongs to Lord Shiva, and that is why he had to pay right respect to that first, right? Saying that, okay, I am going to try this on you. Please let me do that, that kind of a thing. So Lord Rama did that. He paid his respect, and then he walked slowly around it. He looked towards Vishwamitra, who nodded slightly. So basically Vishwamitra said, oh, Ram, go ahead, because Lord Ram was his disciple. So he's like, okay, go for it. You can do it. And he wanted not only that, Lord Rama, because Lord Rama was Vishwamitra's disciple, in a way, he has to take his guru's permission, right? Can I go ahead and do this? So even though He was a lord. Do you see? Even though he was a lord, he was giving right respect to his guru and taking the permission which he should be taking as a disciple, right? Wow, that's amazing, right? So understanding Vishwamitra's indication, Rama stood with joint palms at the bow's center, turned to Janak, and he said, I would like to attempt to string it now. Janak was more than willing to give his permission, and Rama placed his hand upon the bow. So it's very detailed. There was a complete silence in the hall because everybody was looking at it, what he's going to do. Rama stood motionless as well. So he lifted the bow and he kept the bow straight so that he can string it. So first of all, Lord Ram was successful in lifting the bow, and then he actually stringed, while he was trying to do all that, Mother Sita was also there at a distance, and she looked at Lord Ram and she knew that it's Lord Ram that she's supposed to be marrying to. So, and Lord Ram also looked at her and he knew that, they should be husband and wife. So they both were in kind of agreement to that already. And then finally, Lord Ram had been able to string that bow. While they're talking about here, about Sita here, that she was very, very religious all the time and she always wanted to marry Vishnu. So when she saw Ram, she knew that it's him. Okay, here we're talking about how Lord Ram actually lifted the bow and then he stringed the bow. And then what happened? That bow broke into 2 pieces. So even though that strongest bow, Lord Ram could, not even just stringed it, but he just broke it into 2 pieces. So how powerful Lord Ram was. And not just powerful, the bow was ready to surrender to Lord Ram actually. All right, so Janak was amazed. He turned to Vishwamitra and he said, oh, I've witnessed Ram's strength and his achievement is incredible. He definitely deserves Sita. And Janak was filled, Janak's eyes were filled with tears. Looking at Lord Ram's divine personality, he had no doubt that he is the right person. And then, and Sita was looked at King Janak just to get permission, because until Janak says that, okay, come here and, exchange the garland, she wouldn't do that. So she would respect her father. And Janak said yes, and then she came, and then they exchanged garlands. And then everybody was so happy and excited to see this wedding. So this is the story for today, a beautiful, beautiful wedding ceremony. There's so many beautiful details to it, but we always have less time to talk about every single thing. But this is what it is. So kids, forum is open to you. We're a little behind, but yeah, forum is open to you. Anybody wants to share any thoughts about today's story?
I can't see your screen. Mataji.
You cannot see the screen.
No. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Can I go?
Kaushiki, go ahead. And I'll try sharing the screen again.
So, the guru that helped Lord Rama, he said he prayed to God, and that's good. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Can my brother go?
That's nice. That was a good learning. Good. Deepa, go ahead.
So, like, the moral of the story is the princess should think about God. The moral of the story is thinking before challenging yourself is praying to God, showing respect to God. That is the moral.
That is good. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that, Deepa.
Hare Krishna Mataji, it's Kaushik. Can I show something?
Kaushik, we'll keep that for the end, okay? Let others speak first. Anybody else who's interested? Sorry, I cannot see who's raising hands now because my system hanged, but
Mataji, I have a question.
This mother.
So I have this thought in my whole mind that why is Rama blue colored?
That is an interesting question. Krishna is blue colored too. So Vishnu as such is. Anybody who wants to answer this?
I know. Mataji, Rama is green. Mataji, I know.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear you first.
Vishnu, Rama, and Krishna are the same, and they all have blue colored skin, so they are the same.
That's okay. Anybody else wants to share anything on this?
Actually, here, the actual color is green. Is skin color.
Okay, yeah, I also think that Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna, they all are blue color. But anybody has any better answer can share. I mean, this is what I know.
Mataji,
I know.
I know the answer.
I know the answer.
Okay, that answer.
So the reason why Vishnu, Shri Krishna, Shri Rama, and Shri Shiva are all blue because they are gods. They are not normal people. Since they are not normal people, they have different things than other people. So that's the reason behind why their skin color is blue.
I know a different way.
Let's do one thing. In our next class, we can talk about this, okay? That's an interesting question. But let's talk about that in the next class.
Okay, Mataji.
Okay, because we're running out of time. So yeah, let's discuss that in the next class. Maybe everybody can think about it and everybody can do a little bit of research and we will talk about it. Okay, how about that?
Okay,
Okay,
Mataji.
we'll spend 5 minutes on that. All right, yeah, thanks. That was a beautiful question. Vrinda, do you want to share anything from today's story?
Like I like Ram like give respect to the poor.
Yep, that's right. Thank you for sharing. Palvit?
Lord Ram is so humble.
So you should be humble too, right? Everybody should be humble.
Yeah.
That is right. Very nice. Satvik?
When you pray to God, you get more strength.
Right. That is true. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. Janvi?
Mataji, can I share after Janavi? This is Shubhadra and Giridhari. Mataji, can
Subhadra and Giridhari can go first. I'll go after. I want Janavi to go first.
Kids? Okay, we have very less time. Please, let's just do this. Janvi, go ahead.
Okay.
Otherwise, Vrinda will go.
Yeah, right. I know. I will pick names otherwise. All right. Go ahead, Janvi.
And I already know that Sita already wanted because I watched the Ramayan and I saw Sita praying for Ram to lift up the bow in Ramayan.
Okay. All right. Thanks for sharing that.
Mataji, can I go first?
Yeah, Shubhadra, Giridhari, go ahead.
Can I? Mataji, I think that Lord Ramchandra and Arjuna, when Arjuna was in the Swayamvara, the same as Ramchandra, he picked up the bow, very big bow, and used it and picked it up and then like tied it and then got Draupadi. Like in Mahabharata, and Ramayana, it's the same, I think. But when
Yeah, but their targets were different, right? So
Yeah.
Lord Rama had different target and Arjun had different target.
Yeah.
They both had different target.
It was a little bit same. Krishna and
So Mataji, can I say?
Yeah, go ahead.
So Ram wanted to marry Sita because he knew that Sita wanted to marry him. Because Sita has a beautiful fragrance of Lord Ram. So that's why Lord Ram wanted to do the challenge and try to look at his aim and shoot it, and then he won, and then they married.
That's right. Thank you for sharing that. All right, Balavrinda.
Okay, so I want to tell that Rama can only lift the bow because he can lift the bow because this is my first point. I have 2 points. So this is my first point that Rama could lift the bow because he was saying to Shiva, "Can I please lift the bow?" He was putting his he was giving being humble, and then he's the supreme lord, and then also Sita was praying that she wants Ram to win, and because they are both supreme personalities. And also my second point is Rama can only lift the bow because he is the supreme.
That is correct. Very nice. Very beautiful points, kids, you have shared. Well, we don't have time to summarize that, but I am quite impressed that you come up with so many points from every single story, even if it's a small pastime, but wonderful. Good job, kids. All right, now is the time for a shloka from Bhagavad Gita. I'm going to request Anjana Gopika Mataji to take up from here. Hare Krishna Mataji, over to you.
Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, everyone.
Mataji, do you want to do this in the break room and teach the Devanagari here? What do you think, Mataji, Anjana Mataji?
This one and Mataji go to the break room, I think. This one I'll teach here only. Mataji
Okay.
will go to the break room.
Okay.
So we have time, yes? Still. Yeah. Hey, can you all repeat after me? Traigunya Vishaya Veda.
Trigunya Vishaya Veda, Nitrigunya Bhavajuna,
Nirvando Nitya Sasvasto. Traigunya Vishaya Veda. Bhavajuna. Nirvando Nitya Sasvasto. Niryogatmaatmavan. One more time, okay? Traigunya Visaya Veda. Nistrigunya Bhavajuna. Nirvando Nitya Sasvasto. Niryogatmaatmavan. Okay, I want everyone do together one time and then we'll go to the break room. Everyone do.
त्रैगुण्य
One more time. Okay, last time. Last time. Okay, go ahead. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Mataji will teach you now Devnagari. Mataji will move to break room and then. Yes, Mataji, they can go ahead.
Thank you, Mataji.
So Mataji, I clicked on the breakout, so you can go to the breakout room, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Bada, please click on the breakout. Hare Krishna, Mataji.